Happy New Year, Aquarius. This is your 2020 Twin Flame Soulmate Love Forecast. You know, 2020, January especially, is about releasing old patterns and releasing old patterns that weakened us in 2019, building on stronger foundations going forward. So that is what the energy is all about. 2020 is a 4-year. You've probably heard me say that a couple times. So it's all about stability and laying those strong, stable foundations. So I'm bringing to you the wisdom of the Oracle. I'm pulling 2 cards. They're both for you, Aquarius. One is where you've been, sort of in 2019, and one is where you're going in 2020. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I hope you will consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And if you've already subscribed and you're just coming back for more, welcome and thank you. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you, Aquarius, for being along for this wild ride that kind of kicked off in December, right? So you were here and I appreciate you. The 2 cards, one from where you've been and where you're going. Wow. So in 2019 here, Aquarius, we have truth be told. There was some truth that came into view for you. Something that, like, see this owl there is holding this window open, and it looks like all these little hearts are flying out of the window. So some truth, and see how there was a mask here. I feel like the mask came off of a situation. And now in the future, by the way, number 7, very spiritual, 2020, it's called To the Sea. I sort of feel like you're leaving things up to the tides. I'm going to look at that one because it feels like there's an important message here for you. To the sea. Here's a relationship message, Aquarius. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. That is some beautiful energy there for you, Aquarius. Some truth was told, and now go with the flow. Stop course correcting. You got what you need to know, and now if you're going to move forward, let this relationship become what it wants to become. That's all. Feels very good to me. This reading, I'll walk you through it as I do it, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm looking at the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. The only difference is I'm not telling you who's who. You have to claim the energy that you're presently in your connection, or the energy that you feel you're in if this is a new connection. Okay? Usually I talk to you about your divine counterpart. I'm not going to do that in this reading. This is our co-creative energetic experience here. I'm going to read the read, and you're going to say, oh yeah, that's where I am. And it's okay. You can be a woman and be in divine masculine energy. That doesn't mean you're forever the divine masculine in the connection. It just means that's how you're showing up right now. And that's a skill set you're developing, muscles you're getting toned, and how, the best way you can serve the growth of the connection at the present time. You can shift back into divine feminine and back into divine masculine. The whole point is we're trying to strengthen both of those energies within us. Within each soul, we want to have a balance of divine masculine and divine feminine energies. That's what we're working on, especially if we're in a twin connection. That's the part of the whole thing. That's what it's all about. Okay, so off my soapbox onto the reading, and I'm going to say divine masculine is showing up in this victory and reconciliation energy. Divine feminine is showing up with this message of love, or maybe apology. It depends. I will look at that. The rest of this reading is past, present, future. So past is 2019. Yes, heartache for the divine masculine. Present, how they're stepping forward with with truth be told, with some truth that came through, divinely gifted. Future 2020, King of Swords, high vibration, truth character, integrity. Wow, that's really nice. For Divine Feminine, past 2019 was all about giving it over to fate, letting go of the wheel, letting destiny take control. Present energy, yes, Eight of Pentacles doing the work here. Aquarius, wow, I love that. Head down, doing the work, coming up with creative solutions to problems. I love that. And future, Queen of Wands. Now we have a King of Swords and Queen of Wands here. So even though, okay, so I know I'm talking to Aquarius, which is an air sign. You can still be coming forward in the future if you're a Divine Feminine with Queen of Wands. All that means is knowing what you want, going after it with gusto, very magnetic energy, a lot of powerful presence, but you can also be a female and be in divine masculine energy and appear as the King of Swords in 2020. All that means is you're firing on all cylinders mentally, and you're coming forward in high vibration truth and character and integrity and honesty. And for 2020 Divine Feminine is that I love the Queen of Wands coming in here. I love that. So I'm not seeing, the only major arcana I see here in the main spread is the Wheel of Fortune. That is the card of Sagittarius. It's ruled by Jupiter. It's about expansion, expansiveness. That's what sort of Divine Feminine left over to the universe here in 2019. And now has enough information to start doing the hard work. That's wonderful. What I'm going to do in the extended, I know I just named the Jupiter, the Sagittarius card. In the extended, I'm going to go through all 12 zodiac signs with a whole different deck, so that no matter who you're dealing with, I'll pull a couple cards for each for each of those energies and let you know where they're at and where they're coming from. I will also be doing numerology oracle readings for you, wisdom keepers, which is about our shadow side, our gift, and our enlightenment. And then I'll finish up with some romance angels, and we'll call it 2019 is over, 2020 is upon us. Okay, we'll call it a year. I'd like to see here the Six of Wands for Aquarius Divine Masculine energy. My goodness. Wow. All right. So I feel like depending on if you're Divine Masculine, then I'm speaking to you. And if you're Divine Feminine, you'll know I'm speaking about your divine counterpart here. I feel they're stepping forward feeling like they overcame a situation where they didn't know their next best step, where they were all kind of up in their head, second guessing things, maybe feeling a little trapped by a situation that felt very karmic in nature, possibly toxic. An energy they didn't want to be in, and they overcame it. And you know how they overcame it? They went within. They inhabited the energy of Virgo Hermit here, sort of went within, really looked at themselves, took a close look. Just seeking inner wisdom, inner guidance, like becoming their own inner sage. Connecting to their higher self, yes, but not High Priestess energy. This is the energy of the sage, going within and really, this is about being the student and the teacher at the same time. And I feel they're feeling very victorious about it. They overcame some kind of energy that had them feeling trapped in a toxic cycle and of their own making, and they got out of it. Beautiful. What a great message. Three of Swords in the past for 2019. Here for Divine Masculine for Aquarius. What is that energy about? Wow. So there was a situation that I think was painful for Divine Masculine in 2019. It sort of brought them to their knees. This is the Nine of Wands. Not quite giving up. The lesson, hasn't been completely learned, and therefore it's not the Ten of Wands where the burden is laid down and they're off to a fresh start. I think they worked through it in 2019 and really soldiered through. This is sort of a wounded warrior card, and they wanted to move forward. And I think they were successful because they arrived at the Two of Wands. That is where they get to choose their path. What's my next step? Where am I headed to now? So I kind of feel like they get beyond whatever perceived loss, heartbreak, heartache, may have occurred. If this is a third-party situation that was there, they were like on there literally crawling across here just like broken glass, not quite giving up, but then they feel like, yeah, it's time to move on. So whether it's heartache, heartbreak, a perceived loss, or a third-party energy, divine masculine moved beyond it and then examining the path before them. There isn't a right or wrong choice here. It's just one choice is better than the other. And I feel like they got some enlightenment. They got some divinely gifted. This is also card of victory. So we have victory twice now. 6 of Wands and this Ace of Swords is victory. See that little crown? That's what that's about. Out with the old, in with the new, because we have like some growth here that's dying off, but something that's well, one is dying off. I think it's this one, and one is growing and blooming. It is divine insight, wisdom, truth, something that comes in, information that comes in that feels like, it's like, oh my God, right? Mind blown. I get it now. I get it now. And it feels really positive to this divine masculine. So I'm going to look at that. That's how they ended 2019, with some flash of insight, wisdom, knowledge, truth. Something that helped them feel something. Maybe they cut something out. They got that flash of insight, like, yeah, this needs to go. Wow, with the King of Pentacles. Sure. I kind of feel like I'm looking at, so we know we have this flash of insight here. Aquarius, if this is you as divine masculine, you know what I'm talking about. If you're the feminine, then this is happening. This has just recently happened for your masculine. There's King of Pentacles energy here. This is stability. This is someone who's really grounded. It's the energies of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be that person, but that sun sign. But I'm trying to say the energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is earth. It's grounded. It's stable. It's solid. It's dependable. And it feels like this person is in high vibration, and therefore they're able to manage through an ending of a painful cycle. So I feel whatever information or insight or wisdom or truth came through, this divine masculine was able to cut to the chase and move forward, get beyond the pain, and stay in their stable, grounded energy. Because 10 of Cups, when you go from 10 of Swords to 10 of Cups, that is the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. That is pain to joy, death to life, hell to nirvana. Okay? So I really feel like this person, whoever it is, I should say, got beyond whatever it was. And it elevated their vibration in terms of their stability and their groundedness. I don't really know how that came out. I think it was the King of Pentacles first, and then I think it was the 10 of Swords. I'll see it back on the replay, and I'll fix it if I get it wrong, but you know what I pulled. Okay. And then in 2020, we get this Queen of Swords. Whoops. King of Swords. I'm sorry. King of Swords. So King of Pentacles, King of Swords. King of Swords, I like to say this is a person who lives by a code of honor, integrity, a code of behavior, a code of discipline, a code of honesty, of truth. It is, it can be unyielding. It can be sort of like their way is the only way. But it's only because they are in this Swords energy. It's mental energy of things that feel right and just to them in the world. So that's what they're shifting into, this divine masculine for 2020. And that is Aquarian energy as well as Gemini and Libra. Show me more about this King of Swords for the divine masculine in this Aquarian reading. 2020 energy here. Spirit said, I said, King of Swords. You just told them what that's about. King of Swords on King of Swords. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. There's that 6 of Wands. Maybe reconciling. Divine masculine here. Reconciling with their own, with their code, with their own code of how they're going to live their life. Wow. Interesting. I almost feel like this is about themselves. This is that, truth be told. I feel, right? Truth be told and then going with the flow. This feels very much truth be told and then go with the flow to me. Truth be told twice here. This person's moving. They get some truth. They get some truth right here at the end of 2019. Something, this just happened or is happening right this very minute. It's like a flash of insight to this person that grounds them and stabilizes them after some painful end of a chapter. And I feel like that's coming from this Three of Swords. And it just sets them on a new path. Sets them on this new path, because that's what they had to choose, is between they had to choose their new path and move toward the new path. And what are they moving toward? 10 of Cups. How are they going to do it? With freaking high honor and integrity. That's how they're going to do it. Right? No mistaking that. And they're ready. This is victory. They're ready. They are coming back from this battle successful, victorious. There's been reconciliation here, truce, peace, no blood needed to be shed. That's all part of the past. Wow, Aquarius. This feels very good to me. My whole energy shifted. I don't know if you noticed. Woo, okay, shifting over to Divine Feminine here. We have, card deck's upside down. Page of Cups here. A small message of love or apology. We'll see what that's about. Divine Feminine for Aquarius here, showing up presently. Yeah, cards are wanting to pop, I'll tell you that much. All right. So, first I got, this popped out. Four of Pentacles. And this is shown up in a couple of readings for Divine Feminines, pulling back and protecting themselves, guarding their heart, not really showing their full hand, really needing to pull back in order to feel more stable and grounded and protect their stability, protect their sense of security. And then on top of that comes this Seven of Cups. And I feel like this isn't options. I feel like this is emotional overwhelm, a lot that has to be processed. Because we're seeing here this small message of love or apology, this sort of pulling back to guard themselves and brace themselves. Almost, I feel like a very bracing energy here. Maybe not showing who they really are. That might be a little bit of this truth be told. There might be a little masking of true self here because there's emotional overwhelm. They may not know if their apology or their message of love will be reciprocated. Past 2019, Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy, Jupiter, destiny, fate. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in 2019 for Divine Feminine, Aquarian energy? One more, please. There's the Page of Cups again. All right. So I kind of feel like in 2019, Divine Feminine left everything up to fate and said, listen, I just want to be happy here. I'm not asking for the sun, the moon, and the stars. I'm not even asking for the 10 of Cups. I'll take the 9 of Cups. I'm okay with that. I just want to be happy. I want my wishes fulfilled, and I'm leaving it up to fate. And then there's this fast-moving energy, this Knight of Swords. This feels painful to me. There's blood on that sword. Something came in very fast and furious that was painful. It was a painful truth. Followed by Page of Cups. So I do feel that that's this energy Divine Feminine coming forward with was about a small apology. So something happened, some truth came out, there was some pain attached to it, there was a small apology. And I'm not saying small like it was insignificant. I'm saying it was like, are you even going to talk to me? I'd really like to apologize. So I'm just, when I say small, I don't mean that it was insignificant. I mean it was sort of like an icebreaker, like I'm sorry. That whatever this is about caused some pain. That wasn't divine feminine's intention at all. That wasn't their intention at all. And now they're kind of guarded and they're in a little bit of emotional overwhelm. They did offer this apology, which I'm not sure has been received yet or rejected. I'm not sure. So let's look at this now. We've got ending 2019 and putting my head down doing my work. So is divine feminine just focusing on their work as an avoidance mechanism to sort of distract themselves? Are they working on the connection? What's this energy? Eight of Pentacles, divine feminine, and the Aquarian energy here. Oh, there's that Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Aquarius. So divine feminine, if it's you, Aquarius, I'm really feeling your energy here. If it's not, then I want to tell you your divine counterpart really wants to turn things around. Really trying to work hard at a creative solution to a problem. And I think the problem involved wounding divine masculine here. I feel that they're very aware of it. And between that comes this Page of Swords. So I do think divine feminine is sort of watching and trying to get a little, like some information, and maybe they're just watching divine masculine on social media. This can be some light texting. I mean, pages are messengers, but they're also fresh starts. But I feel this is more than like this is divine feminine watching the divine masculine, not in a creepy way. I would tell you if I thought it was creepy, but just sort of feeling out the temperature, getting the reading about whatever went down between divine feminine and divine masculine, and wanting to know when it's safe to come out into the sun and to be happy and joyful again. Like they want this sun energy. So I feel like they're kind of waiting and watching. They're working hard. They're working hard in their own life, but they're also working hard to kind of come up with a solution as they observe divine masculine with regard to this whatever went sideways here, because what they want is the happiness of this connection to return. This is Leo energy, by the way. So I just feel my heart is really with divine feminine here and divine masculine, because they had to deal with the broken heart and decide if they were going to move on and making that choice. And I do think they choose to reconcile. I really do. I think they choose to reconcile with divine feminine. So if that helps you, Aquarius, that's what I see in this reading. Going forward in 2020 for divine feminine is Queen of Wands. Now that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, but you don't have to be that. It could be in your rising sign. It can be anywhere in your chart. Back to the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands, feeling her power, her knowing what she wants, and yet understanding the fated connection here. This is a connection that's destined to be. It is fate. Recognizing that, feeling good about it, standing in the truth and power of this energy of Queen of Wands, Aquarius. Divine feminine is going to allow the wheel to turn. I believe the wheel will turn in the favor of past life soulmates. This is the Six of Cups. So if this is a connection that's been around for a while, or is repeating, is something that, you guys were together once in the past, this can be a past life situation, or somebody from divine feminine's youth, childhood, or like in my case, I'm nearly 60. So if I knew you in college, you're my past life soulmate. So that's where we're going to end this reading here. Aquarius, beautiful reading. Again, another very positive reading. I do feel like the truth has already been told. The truth has already been told, and I do feel that divine masculine is open to reconciling. I feel that divine feminine is standing in their power, passionate power, creative power, open to allowing the fates to move this connection, this past life soulmate forward. And that is to the sea. That going with the flow is that Wheel of Fortune, and it shows up twice here for this divine feminine. What a beautiful reading, Aquarius. I told you what I'm going to do in the extended. I'll look at all 12 zodiacs and I'll run through some oracle readings for you. I hope you'll follow me. If so, the link is below. If not, take care. Thank you so much for your support and for just being your general optimistic, humanity-loving self. You bring so much to the world, and I really appreciate you for it. I will see you in a future reading in 2020. Bye.